Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's deck profile. As you already tell from the thumbnail, and I guess the title. So I want the giant card. It's a giant card from Comic-Con this past weekend. So if you haven't checked that out or are familiar with what that is, I'll have that link in the description box below, as well as their FAQs. It was a really wonderful event. It was really well run. There was definitely some changes I wish I would make, but I'm definitely gonna go email them and give them constructive criticism so that they can improve events like this for the future, so that more people can get interested, in playing the game they love, especially with Corona around. It's not as easy to just go to locals and just play this game anymore. So even though it is a remote duel tournament, I think it was still a lot of fun, and it wasn't the real thing, but it was still nice to be able to sit down and play with real Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And so today, I won the tournament. It was crazy. It was kind of crazy how it works out, but basically I got first place. It was a single elimination tournament. I played this list that I'm about to show you guys in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday Attack of the Giant card event. Friday, I lost round 1, so I completely scrubbed out. For those of you guys who were on my stream and saw it, was against the Dino player. That was just Dino DNA, man. That deck is just... Yo, Sam, Team Sam. Yo, Sam. I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know how you play that deck. And I guess just a quick plug, because I am already going on a ramble. Sam, Triff, and I are actually making a comeback for the 3v3 LCS tournament that is happening next weekend. So if you are interested in playing in the 3v3 LCS tournament, definitely go sign up for that. Luxury Gaming is hosting this tournament. It's in the description box below. So Team Triff and I, X1, I guess X2, because that's how we did at the... Las Vegas event. But let's not dwell on that. I think we have a good shot this time around, and I'm really excited to be playing there, playing in it again with my boy Sam and Triff. But yeah, this, like I said, this event is really fun. Also, shout out to Imperium Duelist for giving me this mat to play on. It's super smooth, super nice. If you're interested in getting it, definitely go check that out in the description box below. It's PAK 10 for 10% off anything that you want to get off the website, including making your own mat, which Imperium can do for you. I think Coder even got his own mat made. So if you are interested in making your own mat, you actually still get 10% off using my code. So super nice. Yeah, so the tournament report, I guess I went 6-0. My matchups were I played against one second. I played against Unchained. I 2-0'd that matchup. I went first, and I just FTK'd him, and then yeah, I opened so broken, I FTK'd him, and then number 2, I broke his board and then just comboed. So I won 2-0, and then round 2, I got a bye. I just got a buy. I don't know what to say. I think the guy who won just dropped out for some reason, so I just got a buy. So I guess I 2-0'd that. Round 3 was a Dragon Link match. I lost the dice roll, but then he messed up his combo, and I hand trapped him correctly. So that was a 2-0. And game 2, I saw my side deck, and I was able to use Gearfried to bait out I baited out his Herald. Then I baited out his the Savage, and then I tribute summoned Gearfried. Went into battle phase attack, took his Savage, and then just won. So that was a 2-0. So yeah, I'll show you some cool interactions you can do, but you can tribute summon Gearfried. People forget you can do that. That's why Red Layer is at 3 in my deck, because Red Layer plus you can go special Red Layer, special Fire Flint. Yeah, special Red Layer, special Fire Flint, or special Red Layer, special Reynold, and then just activate Gearfried F, bait out interruption. If they Savage it, it stays in your hand. If they Herald it, you save the Reynold to add it back to your hand. So those are some of the interactions that's important to know. And I was able to break with just INFERNOBLES cards, but to be honest, if he didn't misplay, he probably would have gone game 2 and would have been to game 3. 4 was a Numeron. He was playing pure Numeron. Go second, OTK, with limited removal and everything. He made me go. I lost RPS. He made me go first. I looked at his hand. I smoke grenade him. I played through Gamma. I played through Gamma and Ogre. He had double hand trap, Gamma Ogre. I played through both of it. I looked at his hand, and I'm like, yo, this guy's definitely a Dragon Link player. And I looked at his hand. He had limited removal. He had Lava Golem, and he had Numeron Network. And I was like, yo, God bless for smoke grenade, yo. God bless I had smoke grenade. I ripped the Lava Golem out of his hand, and then I won the matchup, because I ended on Charles, Savage, Herald, even through both those hand traps. And then I guess the second round of that was he made me go first again, but he only had Imperm, and I full combo through Imperm. So, and I saw his hand ripped out whatever was problematic and just won. And then round 5, I played the Infernal Mirror. I just 2-1 that match. I won RPS, so I FTK'd him going first. Yeah, going second. I actually opened up Gamma and Nibiru, but I didn't do it all the way at the end of his combo because he had a situation where he actually he had Gear Free set up and he could have made Herald. So I assumed he was going to play correctly and make the Herald, so I Gamma nibbed him, and he played through it because the last card in his hand was an Oliver. And so I was like, wow, really good. And then round 3, I FTK'd him. So actually, no. Round 3, I tried a combo and he hand trapped me 3 times, but then he didn't have anything, and I had 1 Gear Free negate, and that was enough to pass turn back to me, and I was able to win after that because he drew 3 hand traps, but like it was like double Veiler Ash, double Veiler Imperm. It was double Veiler Imperm, and like, but he didn't have any starter. Like, he had nothing, and I had Gear Freed, so that was enough to just stop him from making any play. So he just literally went set a random back row, which is another Imperm, and then just pass. And then yeah, I mean, I just won. He conceded after he passed turn. And then 6, the last match in the finals, I played against INFERNOBLES Mirror again. And yeah, I just 2-0'd that match. I won dice roll, FTK'd him. And then I guess round 2, I drew Imperm Gamma, and I Imperm and Gamma'd him at the correct spots, and yeah, he just passed turn. I had 2 warriors, and it was a Soul Day GG. So that's pretty much my matchups for the 6 rounds. I think it was a really well-run tournament. I had a lot of fun. And so I guess the backstory about this list was I actually submitted this list on Wednesday, but the thing is, I thought you could change your list after you submit it, right? But they told me that you couldn't change your list, so I was playing with a list that I really didn't want to play, and I wanted to make a lot of changes to it. But I still think this list is really, really good. But I do have a more optimal list, I believe, in my opinion, that would be better to like play against the meta. So I mean, we'll just get right into the deck profile. So I guess we'll start off with the 3 starters. The best one, triple Neo Space Connector, and then Aqua Dolphin. Yo, so this Aqua Dolphin, man, yo, has no name. So small flex, but yo, this card, if I drew it or if I summoned it off connector, it was always FTK. Like, seeing your opponent's hand made it so that you played perfect. Because hand knowledge is just FTK, I think. Like it's just so broken to see your opponent's hand. And there's so many cool plays you can do with Dolphin, especially when you can summon it off of Flint. You can also like summon it off of Isolde, and that's a play that I've been doing too. I would actually summon Dolphin out of Isolde, especially if I already have the tuner extender in my hand. So that's why I really like Dolphin. This list is 44 cards in total. Next I play the Arma Knight engine and Ogier. So funny enough, in my round 5 match, aka the top 4 match, I actually hard drew Colt Wing game 1 and game 2 and game 3. I drew it all 3 games. And so like there were some people spectating my game, but they saw me do the Arma combo, and I played through hand traps. But I was playing through hand traps, and I was able to do the Arma combo to put back my Colt Wing and end on like a really crazy board regardless. So I think Arma is just nice because it makes your awkward hands like playable. And like sometimes like you would summon Arma, even though, especially if you already have a tuner extender anyways. And then Arma by itself, if you drew like Arma red layer, like that's really good too, because it makes it so that if they have just 1 Imperm, they still lose because you have a tuner extender in the graveyard. So if they like Imperm or Ash is Soul's second effect, it just doesn't matter, which is why like Arma like is also really valuable in normal summon. And you'll see that in terms of like normal summon starters, you'll see that like Arma is also a 1-card combo, because in this list I actually play double fiber that you'll see. So Arma is actually a 1-card combo just because I play double fiber, and then double fiber is a full combo. So that was like pretty much my starting lineup. I think 5 is like a really good number. Triple red layer. This is like I think the best extender in the deck. It also helps you break boards. It's one of the best cards to help you break boards because it's not a once per turn to special. And going first, if I hard open 2, if they Gamma your Isolde, you can special summon the second one back in your hand, add back the red layer that you originally just summoned back to your hand, and then any warrior extender makes you a second Assault Date, and then you can keep playing, or any tuner extender. So it just makes it so that you play through Gamma. It also punishes Ogre, so this card is really, really good. I like definitely wouldn't cut it. I really like red layer. It comes up so much, and it's not a once per turn special, so against like the Dragon Link deck, like if they Heretic fears this, you can just summon it back, especially because you always threaten Herald with this. Then I'm playing Triple Oliver. It's like the best tuner extender in the deck, so I max it out. 2 Reynold, because it's like it's a really good card, but you never need the third one, because in a grind game state, you only need 2 if you manage your resources properly. And Reynold is really, really good, but the problem is it doesn't really help you extend with Connector as well as Arma or Dolphin. So like it's a good extender if you have Fire Warriors and are already playing. So I only put it at 2, but the reason why it's at 2 and not 1 or 3 is because you have 6 or 7 other copies of this in your deck with Heritage and Durandal. But the cool thing about Heritage is that Heritage can actually search you this card right away, whereas like Heritage can't search you red layer right off the bat. You have to search the Durandal, then search this. So that's why like technically like this Infernoble list, I think it's okay just having like 2 of this. Then Fireflint, I only played 2. I decided to bump it up from 1 to 2 because it's really good extender for Arma, and then a good extender for Dolphin or Connector. So I think 2 is fine, and then you have 3 more copies with the Rendell, so it's like okay. But like I said, this is like in my original list, like the 42 card list that I'll show on screen after. I'll show you some of the changes I made and why I think it's like slightly better, but I think this list still performed like really well. Then I'm playing double Gearfried. So it's weird to play like Gearfried at 2, but in my opinion, I think like it was okay for this event, just because if you wanted it, you get the Ogier combo to search it, but also because if you hard draw 1, you want to be able to search the second one at end phase off Roland to guarantee that even if they break your board, you still have a second one in hand. But theoretically, you could play 1, but the second one helps a lot in the grind game, especially if they like break it. You want to be able to search another Gearfried, just because this card like in the grind game is amazing. But realistically, you can probably play this card at 1. I play this card at 1 in my new 42 card list. In a bigger list, I'll probably play this at 3, but I tried this card at 3, and I really like that too. So I honestly like I'm not too sure about it, but I don't know. Like I've been testing 1, 2, and 3, but for this event, like I submitted a list for 2, and it was okay. I saw it like enough times where it was like really good, especially going second. I never sided out. I never sided out going first or second. I always keep 2 in, just because seeing it helps you break boards, and especially if you have it in your starting hand and you don't search it, it's another card in your hand that lets you break the board that your opponent don't have information on. So and your opponent not having the information is a key. Genba, I think Genba is better than TG Striker. Like I just think that this card being a fire actually matters a lot, especially because you have cards like Reynold that like can't special, and there's gonna be like, and like people can argue that like the TG Striker you can free special summon from the hand. But I'll be honest, against any combo deck that full combos you, that effect is never relevant. You just want to play a card that lets you combo off as much as you can going first, so that if you hard draw a Genba going first, you want to be able to normal summon and special Reynold and like play. Like Striker isn't just not doing anything in that situation, and I just wanted cards that were just better going first. Like realistically, like being able to special summon TG Striker is like just not ever gonna be relevant, unless you literally draw like it conflicts with Nibiru. TG Striker conflicts with Nibiru. It conflicts with red layer in your deck. Like there's just too many conflictions, and the attribute mix match is just not worth it for me to play. And I get that question a lot. Like I just think Genba is just better. And then I'll play the Plague Spreader Zombie, just for the Armor Knight, but also because it's a card that you can summon off of Fiber, to like combo off with as well. Like sometimes you actually don't summon the Death Spot, you summon the Plague Spreader off Fiber, and that's like another variation of the combo that you can get creative on. So I really like this card. Even if I cut Armor Knight, I would still keep Plague Spreader in. The Mecha Phantomy's Cult Wing for the combo, and then the Death Spot. I drew this card like it was my job, but like I said, this card saved me. When I hard drawing this card is not even bad. Like hard drawing this card is actually broken because, especially if you have like red layer and fire flint, you can go special red, special flint, make Isolde, get Imperm, normal summon Plague, make Link Cross, and full combo just because you save your normal summon for a tuner, and it's just that good. And then that translates to 2 tuners, by the way, because in the graveyard, if you do that line of play that I just mentioned, that means that when you go power tool effect, you can actually play through Droll, because you actually don't need to search through power tool. You already have a level 2 tuner that can bring itself back, and then full combo. So that's like really important. My hand trap of choice was triple gamma, triple nib, and then of course like the one of driver. I think these performed really well. Nibiru actually won me a game when I drew it going first against like the finals. Game 1 game 1 of the finals, he hand trapped me I think 3 times, and I couldn't play through the third one. But because I had a hard draw on Nibiru, he tried to combo me, and then I nibbed him, then it passed back to me, and then I just comboed him. So Nibiru in like going first is actually not bad, because it's like a defensive measure in case you get hand trapped too hard. And then Gamma was just like amazing. Gamma is just like the best hand trap. Like this hand trap is so good. Like I don't even care if I draw the driver, because you can literally like I didn't do this today, but you guys see me like literally go special summon red, Chubi summon driver, attack over Mechaba. Like there's just like driver is actually not the worst card to draw, because you have a lot of free inherent special summons that like can force out cards. And then of course like Gamma is just really good, because going second against INFERNOBLES in the final, I Gamma'd him, and my hand was like double DDR, Gamma Imperm, and like Heritage. And being able to Durendal back a Gamma and then normal summon any monster, make fiber, and then go single fiber combo was just so key. So like the fact that this has synergy going second with DDR is like really amazing too, because they get banished at end phase. So that's like another cool interaction that's really, really important. And yeah, for the spells, we played triple Heritage. I mean, this is standard. Like these are just like good cards, right? So you want to play them, and there's just consistency. Like they search like basically like half your deck, so it's really strong. Triple DDR. I think DDR is like the best equip. Believe it or not, I think this card with the right use is actually just straight up broken. Like this card lets you get really creative with your plays, and also like it just like facilitates so many cool line of plays, and what makes the deck I think different, because it opens up the combo path so much, because DDR literally gets you whatever you want most of the time. Especially because DDR is also amazing when they go Ice Dragon Prison on you, because you can just DDR back, especially when they go Ice Dragon Prison after the resolution of adding off Isolde. So you just DDR back and then full combo even through Ice Dragon Return. This card is really good too, because going second, like when you activate Gearfried effect in hand, they'll chain Mechaba to banish it, then you'll activate DDR, bring back Gearfried, and then just like punish them. So like DDR, like I said, like it's really, really good when you get creative with the card. And you just have to like, also like when you hard draw this, you can like, there's so many ways where if you hard draw this, you skip Isolde first effect, and then you dump for cost the Phoenix Blade, and then this becomes a tuner extender. If you like open up and comboed off to Isolde with a tuner, so that's important. Yeah, DDR is just crazy. Double Living Fossil, definitely wish I played one. The second one didn't matter at all. I don't think, yeah, Living Fossil is okay. I didn't regret it, but I always side one out. It was like okay. It's a hard once per turn. This card is not once per turn, so that's like the biggest difference. If you hard draw this and combo with it, then because you want to play cards that help you play through hand traps, right? So like if you use Living Fossil on an extender, you can't use it at the end of your combo anymore. So I would rather have DDR than like triple Living Fossil. Smoke Grenade and Phoenix Blade. Phoenix Blade is actually broken. In the mirror, I actually Phoenix Blade my own Isolde, so they can't Monster Reborn it. Phoenix Blade also lets you play around Ice Dragon Prison by removing all warriors in your graveyard. And Phoenix Blade, of course, is like just use infinite free resources, infinite discard, so it's just really, really good. And the 300 attack actually matters. Like that effect to gain 300 attack actually comes up in like random situations too. So like you always have to think like, you know, if I'm sure 300 from game, this is it. If I need 300 extra attack to like beat over something, this is it. Rhoda, because I mean it's a warrior deck, and then Monster Reborn, probably one of the best cards in the deck. The drawing this card is so ignorant. Like it just lets you like play so aggressively. It's crazy, and it punishes bad players too. So this card is really strong. And then I guess we'll go into like the extra deck. One Link Cross, double Isolde, double fiber, and then Aurorodon. So the only thing different about this list is the fact that I'm playing double fiber. I actually in my updated list, I actually only play one fiber, and my last card is an access code. But I actually, like I said, I submitted this list like on Wednesday night, and they said I couldn't make any changes to it, so I just sticked with this list. But the double fiber is like really, really good. Like, ironically enough, today was a day in which double fiber came up in game 4, 5, and 6 for me, where I had to do a single fiber combo, and you need double fiber to like do the single fiber combo. So it was like really nice to have it. Then I'm gonna go in level in order of level. So level 2s, I play Formless Synchron. It's part of the combo. Lets you draw a card. This card is really good because most of the time when you draw a card off of like Formless Synchron, it's like generally like very broken. You can draw into like a random tactics like game 2 and 3, and then just like blow out your opponent. You can draw into like a DDR. You can draw into Monster Reborn. Like, there's so many power cards you can draw off Formless Synchron that like Formless Synchron is like actually like crazy. Like actually the draw effect actually matters a lot. And then the other cool thing is like there's like a play that came up not in the tournament, but like where I would actually make Formless Synchron. I would pass to my opponent, use Formless Synchron during my opponent's turn to synchro summon, and then I also equipped Durandal to Formless Synchron, so I would trigger Durandal and then like link and then synchro off with the Formless Synchron. So like there's some cool plays you can do with it. Metal Marcher it's a machine, brings back Tuner, free cards. Tatsunoko, nothing else to say about it. This card is really good, very versatile. Herald, just because Herald is like it's like a low-key floodgate. It's like one of the best synchro 4. Captain Roland, Power Tool, Omega, Savage, and then Charles. So like pretty much standard extra deck, especially if you're doing my variation of the combo. Then this is probably the extra deck. Like, you only have one flex spot technically, which is like either the second fiber, the access, or whatever else you want to play. Side deck wise, I play Triple Tactics. This card was broken. When you draw this in combo, it's just they can't play around it. Like, it's like Tactics is a card you can't play around. It's just too unfair, to be honest. Lightning Storm. Respect the back row deck, Floodgate decks. I play against a true Draco player, actually, like in Saturday's Comic-Con event. So you just want to have that card for like these are cards like 3 Lightning Storm, double Evenly Feather, and then like Reboot, as well as Pank, which is like I guess the generic side. You want these against like back row decks. I thought 7 was a good number, plus 8 with the Pank, because you side out 4 Gamma, the Gamma package, Nib, and then you side out 1 Smoke Grenade, so it's exactly 8. And then going first, you side out the Gamma and the Nib, and then you put an Imperm, Call By, Pank, and then Triple Tactic, or sorry, this going first, so it's like easy side in, side out, like perfect 7 in, 7 out. So yeah, that was my side deck. The only thing I wish I had was Ash Blossom. I felt like Ash Blossom was a really good hand trap against like, it's a low impact hand trap against combo decks, but it's a high impact hand trap against like control decks. And that's why like I really like Ash Blossom. It's also a card that you can like unironically just go normal summon and combo with. So, and it's a card that you can put in going first. So those are my only things that I thought about. Yeah, but this is pretty much like the deck profile. I'll show you guys now like the list that I currently play, so you get to see the I guess the best of both worlds and like see the differences between the two. So yeah, let me pull up the list for you guys. Alright guys, we're back, and so this is a current list that I play. This is like the changes I would make to the list going forward. So I cut Gear Free to 1. I wanted to like stay close to as 40 as possible, just to, like have consistency, but I felt like there was literally nothing else I can cut in this like list. But I would play 1 Gear Free, double Reynolds. I cut all of it from 3 to 2 because I still felt that like you had like so many copies to see it. Like you had like literally 8 copies, so I felt like Oliver at 2 was, even though you cut 1, is still okay. Double Firefin Lady, double Red Layer. I cut from 3 to 2, and then Ogier as a 1 of. Then you max out the hand trap, so you play 9 in a 42 card deck, which is a 75% chance of seeing 1. And I think like a probably 45% or 43% chance to see 2. And that's like a good number to like see hand traps in against to play against the mirror or like anything else. And then I played the starter was Neospace Connector, and then the Dolphin, triple Durandal, triple Heritage, triple DDR, and like I said, I cut Fossil from 2 to 1. Phoenix Blades at 1, Monster Reborn, Rhoda, Smoke Grenade, and then the one-ofs, the Plague Spreader, the Mecha Phantomese Colt Wing, the Despot, and then the Genba. You probably saw that I cut Armor Knight. So I cut Armor Knight because just because you can combo without it using Plague Spreader, but it loses more to Nibiru. But if they're already hand trap you once and they have Nibiru as well, then to be honest, you're already gonna lose that game. So at least this card put them on better habit, and then you can still try. And then the side deck is I would play triple Droll and Lockbird, double Ash Blossom, 1 Pang, triple Lightning Storm, 1 Reboot, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Call By, 3 Tax, 3 triple tax, and basically I took out the 2 evenly match for 2 Ash Blossoms, and then I played 3 Droll and Lockbird by taking out the 3 Imperms, which went to the main deck. So that's pretty much the side deck. And then for the extra deck, instead of playing double Fiber, I played 1 Fiber, 1 Access. The main reason being that like there isn't many tuners I can like most of the time I shouldn't have to resort to double Fiber combo. I should be able to essentially like, because technically I have Despot, Genba, Plague Spreader, and then Oliver as my like I'm not playing hand traps that are tuners that I can normal summon with, and that's why like I decided not to like play the second Fiber. Like that's where the second Fiber really shines, because you can go like special red, normal summon hand trap, make double Fiber combo. But instead of doing that, I just was like kind of like, nah, like I'm not playing those hand traps that I can normal summon that are tuners, right? Like I'm playing Imperm, Gamma, like I'm playing Nib, like so that's like the reason why. And yeah, there's a combo you can do where if you hard draw the Colt Wing, if you Fiber out the Plague Spreader, you can actually full combo. It's just that not a lot of people know how to, and that's why like they say it's a break. But I mean, that you just have to get creative with the plays. I think like people say it's bricky or whatever, is like you have to like try it out and like actually make sure it's actually bricky, because I've had some of the most awkward hands today, but I was still able to like make the most out of it, and that's like a testament to you as like a player and like your deck building, right? Rather than the deck itself, right? So it's like making the most of what you have. And now that's pretty much the updated list, guys, that I would play. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed this list. Let me know if you have any other questions. I know a lot of people have been asking about like the VFD version of this list. I figured the best thing to do would be to get Gabe in a video with me. So I'm gonna try to reach out to him and see if we can like collab. I think he has a YouTube channel as well. I'll try to find and put that in the description box below. I'm sure that like he has his own take on it. I'm really curious to see what he has to say. Like I think there are pros and cons to both, but I still like really like the way to. I still really like this way to play INFERNOBLES, but I am like still open-minded to try and see other things. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for attending this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.